Всем привет!
Hello everybody. Tonight, our webinar is not a standard one. It is a little bit, how to say, on a different topic. You have all seen probably that your personal accounts have the message about cryptocurrency trading as well as cryptocurrency investments and an opportunity to make money on that way of making money. Now I'm going to tell you about major items of that point, and then we will have our trader online and he will tell you about his experience. First of all, that line of activities does not relate to our core business. The investment that we engage in our company for core currency, for core competence of our company, has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, because this is a separate line of activities. Why do we want to add it? First of all, we are all humans, and any human, any investor, apart from being an investor or apart from investing into a venture technology that could get a good impact after a while, maybe 3 to 5 years, depending on the company, the project and development. Everyone is also interested in monthly profit or quarterly profit that is going to be accrued on those accounts. This is the first reason. The second reason is that there are quite a few, scoundrels or fake people on the internet promising you huge, stable percentage points of income. But you have to know that neither or no investment company dealing with cryptocurrencies, stocks, or bonds or any financial instruments would never guarantee a certain monthly revenue. Even 5% is not possible to guarantee. But if you hear 20% per month or 5% per day, you have to be realistic about that. And you have to know that a real company would never guarantee that, because it's not possible. No one knows what is going to happen in a month or in 6 months' time. A war may happen. For war or gas or asteroid could fall down on Earth. So nobody knows how much is the price of Bitcoin tomorrow, or Dow Jones, or oil and gas, or gold. So you have to be realistic about those things, and you shouldn't believe in fairy tales. If what you're shown looks very nice, like in a golden key fairy tale, it means that it is fake, 90%. And this is the second point I would like to point out. And the third point is that using such an instrument, our company could have new investors on board who would invest into cryptocurrency after having invested into that line of activities. They would get some profit, and then they could sort out in what we do, and they could become investors in our core business. So using that instrument, we want to make a few additional lines of activities. Basically, this is it on my side, and I'm going to have a trader online who is a professional in that process. He will tell you about his background and how long he has been doing that, what are his achievements, and would answer your questions. By the way, we counted our profitability for March today. It is 6% net profit in dollars. Well, his name is Anton. Over to you. Hello, friends. I am Anton. I know Evgeny. We work together. He knows me quite a while, and I am a trader. Just some facts and figures about me and my attitude to money. I am 35 years of age. There would be no picture because cryptocurrency is a very confidential topic, so there are many problems that my trader friends had because they lost cryptocurrency because they posted pictures about themselves. I began with a first cryptocurrency boom back in 2017. I invested quite a lot of money into cryptocurrency, but I lost nearly all the money in 2018. But at the same time, I began just diving deeper into that cryptocurrency market. Something was successful, something was not. There are various types of trading, and now I am a successful trader for 2 years now using scalping. This is a short-term transactions. I can explain to you what is the difference and what is the principle behind it and why this principle. My life experience was pretty hard in terms of trading because I lost all money that I had, and I began active trading operations 2 years ago. I found a scalping method on the cryptocurrency market. I had $6,000 at that time, so I began trading pretty good, and I've been positively trading. So what are the risks? What is the method behind it? And you know that there are psychological things there too. Speaking about trading, speaking about the system, what I'm based on, I don't have any graphs. It's not interesting for me. I trade by volume. I can see the market movements. I can track the incoming and outgoing volumes. Sometimes I use a classical analysis just for myself, but basically I'm looking for major or major customers with big volumes, and then I come in and I like such transactions. It's pretty 1 to 3 second transactions. I can pull longer some things, but it depends on the market. This is the most lucrative thing for me, and basically the most, safe way of trading, because most of traders, 85% are positive, but others, 15% of traders or trades are negative. I have all pairs for Bitcoin. I don't deal with low liquid trade pairs because it's a lot bigger volumes, $50,000, $100,000. So you start having liquidity issues. It's like Monero, the Ripple, where liquidity is. There are fewer force majeure risks there. However, those cryptocurrency pairs have their own specifics. I use the second pair versus dollar, anything that relates to a dollar, and futures market too. That could be the fifth, the 10th leverage, so it doesn't matter, but I track risks. Why? Because the active could be both on the spot and the futures market, on spot market versus dollar, and dollar plus DTT. It could be the same asset, but it is different. Why am I switching from one market to another? Because one pair of that asset could have enough volume, so where it is well traded, and on the second pair it is just correlated by robots and the volume is very low, and I'm switching back to other pairs because I'm trying to use that story to the maximum. Second, I don't use Ethereum or BNB cryptocurrencies because it's a high risky assets, and it's all about fake things. So if you trade once there, you could have a problem. You'd better not do that. However, you can get out of that situation if you are right and if you are lawful. But I don't play with such trade pairs, so I'm just going to exclude it from my trading perimeter because they are risky. The entire trading actions I do on the finance stock exchange because they have lots of volume. Either Bittrex, Polonix exchanges, I would say that they're not good. I don't trade there. I have some forex experience, forex broker experience, including Rubo Forex, but they have its disadvantages. The most interesting and lucrative conditions are there at cryptocurrencies because the margin is higher versus forex. I know how forex works. You probably know too, but I have seen it all. I didn't lose much money there, but I know their dirty tricks to to deprive their clients from money. So I like cryptocurrency better because that was my initial experience. Speaking about revenues, March is a low margin month, 6% only. It's a low margin because previous months were much better in terms of profitability, and the revenue depends on actual movement in the market. So if there is market movements, I make money. If there is no movement and I don't go into market, I only sort out situations that are clear to me. I only deal with circumstances that I have statistics on, that it's more positive than loss making. And so if there is no market movements like in March, it was a little bit hard. Something worked out in the market, something didn't work out, but basically March was not very positive. I didn't trade much, I was just monitoring. I have some software that I fully track market with, any motions, any actions that I may be interested in. Therefore, if there is some movement, if I go anywhere, if I do anything else, not trading, I'm always keep an eye on the market. If there is some action, I could play in remotely, I trade in, and then I stop. So basically, I'm spending lots of time in front of the monitor, so I track the market all the time. I'm not a robot. I have to do it myself. However, I cannot spend the 24/7 in front of the computer. Now, when you're over 30, your health is not like when you're 20, so I cannot do that now, but I'm trying to do my best. But there's some specifics. I live in the city of Vladivostok. It's a 10-hour difference with Moscow, and I mainly trace American markets. It's 11 p.m. or midnight hour that I start working, so I basically work in the evening or at that time, because in the morning I have Asia, and that all has an impact on the cryptocurrency. So the profit rates over all the months that we have been working together, we had no loss-making months. No, not a single one. There were some negative transactions, but we played up later, and all months were on the positive side. There were some force majeure circumstances like technical issues, but Yevgeny could also confirm that, as he monitors his account, and he could explain. He's tracing my behavior. That I'm not just telling him stories or something. So basically, this is it on my side. If you have any questions for risk management or any other questions, I'm ready to answer them. So please write to me. Well, I only trade on one crypto stock exchange. Break the ice. Just go ahead with your questions. Well, guys, if you have any questions for trading, you could write while Anton is there with us. Question: what should you start? What's better to start with? Answer: I don't know. For me, it doesn't matter. $100,000, $200,000. The only thing is that I trade. Well, all my tradings that I do on my account, even if the trading situation does not allow me to have a bigger volume like $100,000 or $50,000, I use $10,000, $5,000, $15,000, and it doesn't matter which amount you can start. I can digest any amount. Vladislav asking a very good question that is oftenly asked. Answer: there is not enough, always not enough money. As a trader, I make enough money, but sky's the limit, and I always want more. And I'm using not just, not like all for that I'm looking for investors. No, actually not. I have some people are applying to me. I'm ready to support it. I've known Yevgeny for quite a while, and basically it's not a problem for me. In terms of investment, I can just I can have investors, or I can have not investors. That's not the problem. But it's my extra income. What is the minimum threshold? It's not a question to me. It's a question to us. Yevgeny speaking. Well, basically, it makes no sense to play on a cryptocurrency with $100 or $200. That makes no sense, For us, it's going to be additional load in terms of accounting and settlements, because we are going to do that. That's the point. What is the worst month in terms of percentage points? Zhenya, I think March. This March is the worst, isn't it? I think so, yes. Because we had more when we started. We had more. There was 1 month with 4% or something, but it was not a complete month. It was less than a month. Let me answer a question from Nikolai. What's the time when you invest money? After what time you can get them back with percentage points? So the idea is that you make a contribution, we freeze it for 6 months' time, you cannot take it back within 6 months' time. All percentage points accrued monthly will be available. So once we finish off, you can get this money back after 6 months' time. Capitalizations every month, we would pay your money on a monthly basis. This income is not capitalized. Sergey is writing about what is the future on our income. So if you give USDT, we use USDT versus dollar, where we don't care much what is the rate of Bitcoin, because anything relating to scalping, I don't know what is the cryptocurrency rate. I am only guided by their movements within a day. This is only interesting when people are investing Bitcoins without USDT. In this case, I trade Bitcoins. We have some Bitcoins available too, and I trade it. It's in the positive anyway. Will it be reflected after? Well, it could go down by 10%, but we will anyway have them back on track. So we don't worry about that. But if you give USDT, we trade versus dollars. So Bitcoin has nothing to do with that. Nikolai asking. Nico writing. What about if future markets? We work both in short and long, but we have a lot of money on the futures, so most of the money is in the spot. It's more interesting, but futures, we only use we have a leverage, to increase the volume, and that's enough for us to use futures market. It is a very tricky market, and we only use just a little bit of assets on that market. But spot market versus USDT and Bitcoin is buying, selling positions, just like that. A question: how long will the amount work? What you invest? Answer: while we trade, it's gonna work. It depends on your desire whether to leave it or to take it back. And it could also get... Anton may say in 6 months' time that, okay, guys, thank you, I'm done. And that may happen too. Well, how long have we worked together, Evgeny? We have been working since the middle of November, something the 10th or the 12th of November last year. So it's half a year now. Yeah, almost 6 months. But I have my own depository. I can tell you just right from the start that whatever is related to my money, all those transactions are fully mirrored. So whatever I can do on my account, the same will be done on your account. So if I have a loss within a day, I can catch it across all my accounts. my account or not my account, it doesn't matter. If I add money, you add money too. I mean, if I make profit, you make profit too. Nothing is still. I'm doing everything at once. If a minimum payment is $1,000, may I be able to add some money for that? Will it be enough, or will it be a headache for an accounting? Answer: now you can add, well, the minimum amount you can add by the same minimum money. It's we could probably make some changes, but you will never have a chance to add $50. I can tell you just now that it's not going to be the case. There could be a minimum of 500. I'm not sure. The minimum plus 500. I'm not sure now. You need to know that this is not our core business. This is just an additional line of activities for us, and these are the conditions. They are as they are. So if we make our own core activities like that, we will not have time to be engaged in our biotechnology. What is our core activities? Anton speaking. I don't know what you do. What is your core business? As far as I understand, that the team that is there is known to you. You know them more than I do. But over the time that we worked together, we have some specifics, and we have some positive things. It's not a fake or a trip up. Evgeny knows how I treat money, that I've lost a lot of money on those cryptocurrencies, and I have got back to that amount. I have earned as much as I lost. However, I value every dollar that I invest or is invested, and I am in control of. So it's important for me. As a person who has not been there, done that, he wants just to make some money, but it's not my approach. I've learned a lot. I've lived through many things, but I got some, hype or adrenaline. So therefore, I'm going to be careful about your money. It's not like, because I encountered many traders before, many quote-unquote good guys who were telling me stories like, well, I wanted to really make a lot of money, but being down to earth, I can tell you that it's not going to be huge money, but if market allows, we can make enough money. So, but it all depends on the situation. Question. Sorry. When market is growing high, you may disregard 10, 15, or 20% per month. And when the market is down, everybody is frightened, and even if it's if you have just some money on your account, it's already good. Well, guys, are there any questions? Our picture is very interesting, biotechnologies. We're discussing other technologies now, but still we are having biotechnologies on the screen. So look, Anton speaking. So if you may have doubts or questions, Evgeny can transfer those questions to me, and I could explain. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if there are no more questions, let's finish it off. Thank you, Anton, for your input. And I'm just telling you that we're not going to convince you into that. But as I said, this tool, I've been using that tool. Many people know that. Some of you asked me to do a format like that. So if you want, please use it. If don't, then don't use it. So, as I said, for us, the tool is now shown to you, and if it may be useful for you, that's good. Our company makes no money on that. We don't have any, fees or something. The only thing is that out of net profit, some would be accrued to our main accounts to buy shares. So we are going to have a bonus program operating for partners, and also some company shares would be purchased using that instrument. So basically this is it. If there are no more questions, let's call it a webinar, and no more questions. So all the best to you. Thank you, guys, and until next time.